my brother. On your first admittance into a Masonic lodge, you were clothed in a lambskin or white leathern apron and admonished to wear this time-honored badge of a Mason with equal pleasure to yourself and honor to the fraternity. Believing that thus far you have been faithful to the trust and finding no stain of dishonorable word or deed upon its fair white surface, we again leave it in your keeping, trusting that under the added responsibility you have now assumed, when next presented for our inspection, it shall be found that no act of selfish indifference to a brother's welfare shall have clouded its spotless beauty. In the first degree, my brother, you were taught to wear your apron as an entered apprentice, the reason for which was then explained to you. If the apron of an operative Mason becomes soiled, this is generally a sign of his praiseworthy industry, but when a speculative Mason does not keep himself morally pure in all his actions, he stains the pure white of his apron to his own degradation. The apron of a Mason is intended to remind him of purity of mind and morals, white being considered by the ancients as an emblem of the purity of the soul. At the building of King Solomon's temple, my brother, there were 80,000 fellow crafts or hewers in the mountains and in the quarries, and they were taught to wear their aprons in a peculiar manner. Thus, you will wear your apron while laboring among us as a speculative fellow craft to distinguish you from the entered apprentices, ever remembering that you are to wear it as an emblem of that purity of heart and conscience that is necessary to obtain for you the approval of the grand architect of the universe. The working tools of a fellow craft Mason are the plumb, square, and level. The plumb is an instrument made use of by operative Masons to try perpendiculars, the square to square their work, and the level to prove horizontals. But we, as free and accepted Masons, are taught to make use of them for more noble and glorious purposes. The plumb admonishes us to walk uprightly in our several stations before God and man, squaring our conduct by the square of virtue, and ever remembering that we are traveling on the level of time to that undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveler returns. The jewels of a fellow craft Mason are the attentive ear, the instructive tongue, and the faithful breast.